All right.
Dom right here. What's up, man? You're known to be one of the more analytical fighters, like when you're breaking down your opponents and everything, especially when you can see openings and stuff. For us on the outside looking in, Johnny appears to be a very unpredictable, unorthodox fighter. But for yourself, when you're actually breaking down Johnny Walker, is he that unpredictable, or do you see a lot of tendencies and holes that you can take advantage of?
Yes and no, right? It's fighting. He is unpredictable, yes, very unpredictable, but he's also structured. It's structured chaos. And now he's working in Vegas with Nixick. I believe they're even trying to bring more structure to his chaos. But either way, I'm ready for complete wild madness. I had guys just coming at me. I don't even know what they were doing, but they were doing it. And then I had guys that were completely structured coming at me. So I'm ready for everything. I mean, my preparation for this fight was just be ready for anything.
And going off of that, are you at a point in your career, like obviously you want to prep for your opponents, but like you said, you've seen essentially every style of fighting in there. At what point do you just focus solely on yourself and then whatever comes, comes?
At this point, I've reached that point. Because, I mean, last fight was a little over game planned. And this fight is just, hey, man, have fun. You're the better fighter. And whatever comes, handle it. Just be ready for everything.
What do you mean over game plans?
Yeah, I was like, okay, he's going to do this. He's going to do this. It's going to come. This is going to happen. He's not good here, this, that. And I was trying to force those positions. And I try to force that angle instead of just fighting him.
And Johnny was just in here maybe a bit ago, and he said that, the two of you seem to have essentially kind of been circling each other for a bit. You kind of broke onto the scene at the same time. Do you feel the same way? And I guess how's it feel to finally get to stand opposite of Johnny Walker?
I completely agree with that assessment. We've both been in the UFC pretty much the same time. I'd be coming up, and we'd be right there, and then he would fall down. Or he'd be coming up, and we'd be right there, and then I'd fall down. So it's been circling each other for sure, and I've actually been looking forward to fighting him for like 6 or 7 years now, and now it's finally happening, and I mean everything happens as it should, when it should, and here we are.
He's done a lot of sparring with Francis Ngannou. You've trained with Curtis Blades, I think, for this camp. So I guess how's it been with Curtis preparing?
Curtis is the man, bro. He's gigantic. It's been a huge help because he has like an 84-inch reach like Johnny. So yeah, it's been good, and then when you spar with a guy like Curtis, as he's been sparring with Francis, it's extremely dangerous, right? So you really got to be on your P's and Q's. So we're both, I think, bringing the same kind of mindset. Like, okay, we better be on our shit because we're fighting guys that if they touch us, it's gonna hurt, So, it's been a really fun camp.
Just last one for me. I was seeing a bunch of your interviews yesterday at the partner broadcast, and it seems like everyone wants to ask you about fights that aren't yours or fighters that you.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Dude. So like, has this been a weird build-up this week that everyone is essentially asking you about people not named Johnny Walker?
I mean, they're just preparing me to be an analyst, I guess. Like, shoot, talk about everybody but your own fight and yourself. All right, see how I do. If I do good, maybe I'll get an analyst job. So just an audition, I guess. Thank you.
Hey, Dom, over here. I'm just curious. Was this you mentioned the loss that you had in your last fight? Did you feel like it was the best that you've processed a loss? Like, it seems like to us on the outside that you're in a really good headspace. You went on that great resurgence, but like almost knowing that you've dug yourself out of deeper holes. Like, I don't know. Is it just easier to process at this point?
It's easier to process because after that fight, I mean, it's never easy to process, don't get me wrong. Losing sucks, and I don't want to lose ever. But it's part of life. Not just part of fighting, it's part of life. And it's how you react to that loss, how you react to falling down that defines you. And then I had way better things happen in my life. Like I had my son in December, so it was like, it's just one fight, one instance. Obviously, I was pissed because I didn't actually get to fight him. I was like, oh, fight over. Shit, But it's still I don't know, man. It's big, but there's still light on the next day. You know, I'm still here. I'm still fighting. It's not over for me. You know, like a lot of people like to think you lose and you're over. You got to leave the UFC. You know, it's over. Like, no, dude. Like, I still feel great. I'm young in my fighting years, right? I haven't had a whole lot of fights. You know, I still have a lot of miles left on me, and I love to fight. I love to do this. I love to entertain. I love to test myself. And it's a journey of self. So I'm just learning more about myself every time I fight, and I'm learning more about who I am. And now I have a son, so doing the hard things is super easy, right? Going to practice and getting Shark Tanked and having fools doing helicopter spin kicks at me, it's nothing now, because it's like that's what I consider dad strength. It's that mental fortitude. Like, I gotta feed my family, you know. It's no big thing.
Yeah, was that your first child? Your son?
Yes.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Just a couple ones. Seeing Carlos Ulberg in the main event and knowing that that was your last opponent, have you thought about how really close you were to getting a title shot? I mean, you could make the argument that if you would have won the fight, you would have been in the main event of this card. Like, have you thought about the strides that you made in that 3-fight run?
It's an obvious. I would have been the main event. It's not maybe I would have been the main event. But it is what it is, man. Like, that's life. Shit happens. Got to keep rolling. What am I gonna do? Oh, poor me, I lost. Like, nah, man. Go fight, beat up Johnny. Have some fun. I love to fight, bro. So I get the opportunity to fight in Miami, which, by the way, I love this city. I love fighting here. Freaking nothing but great memories. And then just keep on the journey. Keep on the journey. I win this fight. I'm still 4 or 5. You know, we're still going. I'm still top 10. I'm still doing my thing. Get a couple more wins, and I'm up. You know, just timing is timing, and it all happens as it should. Jerry and Carlos are both exceptional fighters, and they're good dudes. So, you know, good for them. You know, it's his time or Jerry's time or whatever. But I don't dwell on things like that. It is what it is.
Keeping in mind how close you were, a win here, where would it put you exactly, and how far do you think you would be from getting that title shot?
I don't know, right? Like, I only know what I know, and right now I know Johnny's in front of me, and he's a hell of an opponent. He's extremely formidable. I mean, he's very big, very strong, very fast, improving his game as well as I am. So that's a pretty tall ask in itself, and that's what I'm focusing on. Afterwards, we could talk about whatever. You could come backstage, and we'll have this conversation again, and I'll tell you, you know, I think this guy, and then we'll do our thing.
And lastly, could we get a prediction for the main event?
I don't have a prediction.
Thank you.
Dom, right over here. Over here.
Oh, there you go.
So you said that Glover Teixeira had told you in the past not to worry about the outcome as much, and that it kind of resonated with you. Have you had any other advice lately that's really gotten to you and something that you think about on an almost day-to-day basis?
I mean, me and my team were talking. I was talking with Jordan Gush, my trainer, and we're just talking about, you know, how words have a lot of power. You know, aura can be measured now. We know aura is real, and it can be measured. If you're positive and thinking positive, you're emitting an aura that's actually real, that can be measured. So you need to stay on those high frequencies. You know, don't let yourself fall into the trap of speaking bad about yourself or feeling a certain type of way and saying it, because words actually do have power, and we need to stay in the realm where we belong, which is high frequencies.
So you mentioned how Johnny's been training at Extreme Couture lately, getting a little bit more refined with his game. Are you expecting a more refined Johnny Walker, or are you expecting him to kind of come out guns blazing trying to take your head off?
Probably a little bit of both. I'm ready for anything. That's like the whole key to all this for me is, like, don't over game plan. You know, just I'm a hell of a fighter. Be the better fighter. And like I said, I prepared for everything for this fight. I prepared for chaos. I prepared for structure. I prepared for maybe a guy who doesn't want to fight and wants to just be on the outside. You know, I prepared for that. I prepared for a guy who might just come out and just shoot like he did last fight. You know, so I'm prepared for everything. And honestly, if he wants to grapple and wrestle, I really, that would be nice, because I'm really good at grappling, and I never get to show it. So maybe I'll get to show it off this time.
So you had your son in December. I know it's kind of a thing of like fighters kind of show out right after they have a kid. What has been the first few months of being a dad like? And also just, do you have any extra motivation or extra oomph in you this camp, you feel? Or has it been mostly the same?
Oh, it's amazing, man. The camp's been awesome. I mean, I wake up, I see his face. He's all smiling and happy to see me. And then I go and do all the hard work, and that's easy because I'm feeding him and taking care of my family. And I get home, and then he's smiling again. So it's like, boom, recharge. So it's been amazing. Even early on when he was cluster feeding and it was a little crazy, that you know, it's all part of the process, and it feels good. I do feel like I have extra oomph. But I also feel like I'm more sure of exactly who I am.
Thank you.
Hey, Dominic, you fought Yuri before.
Yes.
What is his biggest strength and what is his biggest weakness in a fight game?
No comment.
Okay.
That's it. All right.